Edward Ludwig Van Halen was an American musician and songwriter. He was the main songwriter and guitarist of the American rock band Van Halen, which he co-founded in 1972 with his brother, drummer Alex Van Halen, bassist Mark Stone, and singer David Lee Roth. He is regarded as one of the all-time greatest guitar players in rock history and what was well known for popularizing the tapping guitar solo technique, allowing rapid arpeggios to be played with two hands on the fretboard. In 1980, Van Halen met actress Valerie Bertinelli at a Van Halen concert in Shreveport, Louisiana. They married in California 8 months later on April 11, 1981 and had one son, Wolfgang, in 1991. In 2005, Bertinelli filed for divorce in Los Angeles after 4 years of separation. The divorce was finalized in 2007. The following year, Eddie proposed to his girlfriend, Janie Leszewski, an actress and stuntwoman who was Van Halen's publicist at the time. The two married in 2009, at his Studio City estate, with his son Wolfgang and ex-wife Bertinelli in attendance. His brother Alex Van Halen is an ordained minister and he officiated Eddie's wedding in 2009 and his former sister-in-law Valerie Bertinelli's wedding in 2011. Van Halen struggled with alcoholism and drug abuse. He began smoking and drinking at the age of 12, and he stated that he eventually needed alcohol to function. He entered rehabilitation in 2007, and later shared in an interview that he had been sober since 2008. Suffering from lingering injuries from past, high-risk, acrobatic stage performances and crashes, Van Halen underwent hip replacement surgery in 1999, after his chronic avascular necrosis, with which he was diagnosed in 1995, became unbearable. He began receiving treatment for tongue cancer in 2000. The subsequent surgery removed roughly a third of his tongue. He was declared cancer-free in 2002. He blamed the tongue cancer on his habit of holding guitar picks in his mouth, stating in 2015, "I used metal picks, they're brass and copper, which I always held in my mouth. In the exact place where I got the tongue cancer, I mean, I was smoking and doing a lot of drugs and a lot of everything. But at the same time, my lungs are totally clear. This is just my own theory, but the doctors say it's possible." In 2012, Van Halen underwent emergency surgery for a severe bout of diverticulitis. Recovery time required due to the surgery led to postponement of Van Halen tour dates scheduled in Japan. Van Halen was later hospitalized in 2019 after battling throat cancer over the previous 5 years, and his ex-wife Valerie Bertinelli also mentioned a battle with lung cancer in an Instagram post shortly after his death. He died of a stroke at St. John's Health Center in Santa Monica, California on October 6, 2020, at the age of 65, surrounded by his wife Janie, son Wolfgang, bassist of Van Halen, ex-wife Valerie Bertinelli, and brother Alex, co-founder and drummer of Van Halen. His son Wolfgang confirmed his passing on social media later that same day. Some of Van Halen's childhood landmarks in Pasadena became memorials where fans could pay their respects. On November 16, 2020, Wolfgang announced on The Howard Stern Show that Van Halen would not continue as a band, saying "You can't have Van Halen without Eddie Van Halen."